Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Mark on Comics. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to ask a few things of you before I get into the video. Please hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Put me into the algorithm a little stronger. I'd really appreciate it. Next is this weekend I'm heading to Wondercon. It's not a great guest list this year. I'm really disappointed. I've been going to WonderCon for years, and it just seems to be dropping down. But I'm going to be there. There are still some things I want to get. I got quite a few Scott Snyder books to get signed. Absolute Batman. I came across a couple number ones. I had thought I missed them and I couldn't find them, but I found 2 copies of number 2. So I'm looking forward to that, getting Scott Snyder to sign. So I am headed to WonderCon this weekend. Please, if you see me, stop, say hi. I am going to be interviewing WonderCon goers. So if you want to be on camera and say hi and get asked a couple questions, I'd really appreciate that too. So now let's get into, I've got a review. I've read 10 comic books from this past week, and I'm going to tell you what I think about them. First, we've got Batwoman number 1. Story is by Greg Rucka. Art is by Danny, and the cover is by Danny. So I was really disappointed in this one. I am not familiar with Danny's artwork, but now I am, and I don't really care for it. There are some other styles similar to this that I do like, but this particular I do not. Now, the story I didn't find extremely appealing. I was all excited because this is all in Next Level. And so I was really excited that this one, being a Next Level book, was just going to hit hard. It did not. I was very disappointed. So Batwoman number 1 from me is getting 1.5 stars. 1.5 stars. Just really didn't appeal to me at all. I, of course, will give Batwoman number 2 a try, see if they can build things up. Next, I've got the Ultimates, number 22. Ultimates 22. So the story is by Dennis Camp, as per usual. And the artwork is by Juan Friedgen, with the cover by Dike Ryan. At least D-I-K-E, that's how I'd pronounce it. If I'm incorrect, let me know, please. I do not like mispronouncing names. Now, the artwork by Juan Friedgen, a little tiny bit lacking for me. Tiny lacking. But the story is great. The art, I can deal with it. It's okay. It's nice, but it's not 100% for me. But Ultimates 22 is getting 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars. So it was a pretty good read. I'm hoping the Ultimate Universe doesn't end. I'm enjoying The Ultimates. I'm enjoying Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm enjoying Ultimate Black Panther. Ultimate Endgame, I'm not excited about. But hey, that's just the way things go. Next, we've got Geiger, number 22. So Geiger is written by Jeff Johns, as per usual. And the art is, per usual, by Gary Frank. Now, I just happen to think that Gary Frank does a beautiful job in his artwork. Look at the facial expressions. Look at the detail in the background. One more page. There we are. So I think Gary Frank's art is great, and that cover was by Gary Frank as well. Story by Jeff Johns. I'm giving this one 5 stars. Geiger 22 was excellent. I really, really enjoyed it. Next, we've got Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger, issue number 14. So, this is a story by Jimmy Palmiotti with art by Patrick Reynolds. And this cover is by Patrick Reynolds. Now, I really like his artwork. I really think it does a great job. And this story by Jimmy, I can't wait to see him at the next con and tell him how much I am loving Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger. So Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger, number 14, is getting 5 stars as well. It was really great. I recommend it. So next I've got the new Next Level book, Deathstroke the Terminator, issue number 1. So it's a story by Tony Fleece. Here's the regular cover on the inside of that one. And the artwork is by Carmine Di Giandomenico. And the cover is by him as well. The regular cover, at least I think. Now, this is another one of the Next Level books. And I really enjoyed it. I like this artwork. And the story was really, really good as well. But it just fell off for me a little bit, just a little bit. So Deathstroke Terminator number 1 is getting 4 stars. I am looking forward to the next book, number 2, when it comes out. And it's on this past week's FOC, so hopefully you ordered one if you want one. Next, we've got Absolute Flash, number 13. Got a story by Jeff Lemire, art by Henning, and the cover by Nick Robles. Now, last week when I did a comic book haul, I looked at this and I told you I didn't really care for the art. Well, I was mistaken. This actually, I really do like the artwork by Henning. Let me get you one more page. There we go. And the cover by Nick Robles. So, I really enjoyed Absolute Flash. The artwork, I actually ended up, after reading the whole book, I really do like that artwork. I do think Henning did a great job. This book is still a hot pick for me, as it has been. I haven't read a couple, but this one pumped it back up. I'm really excited. Absolute Flash getting 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars. So next we've got G.I. Joe. Boom, boom, issue number 20. So the story is Joshua Williamson. And the artwork is Andre Molina. And this cover is by Tom Riley. So I was fairly impressed with the story. I thought it really had some place to go, and that it's really taking us along for a ride. So I'm giving G.I. Joe number 20 4 stars. The story wasn't rock solid and kept it away from getting 5 stars, but 4 stars, still impressive. I really enjoyed it. I enjoy G.I. Joe every month. G.I. Joe, Transformers, Void Rivals, and other books to come along. I'm really enjoying them. So 4 stars for G.I. Joe 20. Next, we've got The Amazing Spider-Man, issue 24. So this is part 4 of 9 of Death Spiral. The story is Charles Soule. The artwork is Jesus Saiz, S-A-I-Z. And this Doom homage cover was by Rod Reese. So, Amazing Spider-Man's had its ups and downs, hadn't been the greatest. But I think Charles did a good job on this story. I really enjoyed it. The artwork, Jesus, enjoys artwork as well. So I am giving Amazing Spider-Man 24 4 stars. It's really good. I pick up ASM every month because it's Spider-Man. I pick up ASM, Fantastic Four, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. Whom else? A lot of books I pick up just because they're the book that they are. Not that I think it's going to be killer. Next, we move on to The Sentry, issue number 1. Story by Paul Jenkins. Artwork by Christian Rosado. With this particular cover by Alex Maleev. Really impressive cover. Let me show you that again with the hand over the eye and seeing the eye through. Really great job by Alex. The story, kind of forgettable. The artwork, kind of forgettable. Not terrible. I mean, God knows I can't draw for nothing. So I got to give him kudos for that. So The Sentry number 1 is getting 2 stars. Not the best, not the absolute worst, but I'm hoping issue number 2 is better. So now we move on to my last book on this list of 10. Mark Spector, Moon Knight, issue number 2. With a story by Jed McKay. And artwork by Devmala Pramanik. Yeah. Good artwork. Good artwork. And the cover is by Paulo Segura and Rachel Rosenberg. So I like the artwork more than I liked the story. Good artwork. Looking forward to Mark Spector Moon Knight issue number 3 because I'm a big Moon Knight fan. Now, I wasn't around, but I wasn't collecting yet when Werewolf by Night 32 came out. But once I did find Moon Knight, I was impressed. I really liked the character. His original series, I've almost got a complete run just because I like the Sentry. But unfortunately, Mark Spector Moon Knight number 2 just didn't fire on all cylinders for me. So it is getting 2.5 stars. So that's my review. Batwoman number 1, Ultimates 22, Geiger 22, Deadly Hells of the Gunslinger 14, Deathstroke Terminator 1, Absolute Flash 13, G.I. Joe 20, Amazing Spider-Man 24, The Sentry number 1, and Mark Spector Moon Knight number 2. So that's my review. And today is March 24th. So tomorrow, new comic book day. Hopefully I'll be able to get a comic book haul for you. So we'll see you all later. Thank you so much again. Please hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll see you at Wondercon. Bye now.